Fiora.
Ah, the breeze feels so good.
Yeah. I'd forgotten what it feels like. I never thought it could be so quiet here.
You're spending too much time with Ryan. You're getting used to all the noise he makes.
Yeah, maybe.
It's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
Hey. Have you been to see Dunban?
Yeah.
I just can't do it. You got more guts than me.
Not at all. It was him that consoled me.
Oh. I guess that's the type of guy he is.
Yeah. Even without the Monado, he's the strongest person I know.
Shulk, how are you holding up?
I'm fine, but... you...
I will shed no tears.
Huh?
A year ago, I felt the same sense of deep loss that I do now.
The Battle of Sword Valley.
After that battle, many of my friends did not make it home. While I was being brought here on that stretcher, they were all I thought about. But I decided I would not cry. Everyone who died in that war had something they wanted to protect. Family, friends, loved ones, their home. So they fought to protect them. And we won. No matter how painful, no matter how hard, it's nothing to be sad about. I decided that there and then.
Dunban.
Shulk, Fiora would tell you the same thing. She wanted to protect us. Or rather, she wanted to protect you. And you're alive now, so I will not cry.
Okay.
Remember the gift of life that Fiora gave you, and treasure it.
I can't say that I understand, but I hope to, someday.
That is all I ask. Believe me, I'm always just trying to understand.
Treasure the gift of life that Fiora gave you. He's one of a kind, that Dunban.
I've made a decision.
Huh?
My purpose in life. I will pursue that faced Mechon.
Shulk.
They attacked our colony, killed Fiora. I will find that Mechon. Find it and destroy it. Destroy them all. What are you laughing at?
Sorry. It's just a bit weird. I never thought you'd be the one to say it.
So you agree?
Course, man. I'm just surprised you came out with it first.
You thought I'd try and talk you out of it? That's not what Fiora would want. That sound right?
Yeah. Something like that. I thought you'd give me a hard time.
In my head, there are two versions of me. One of them is saying that. It's telling me, listen to what Dunban said.
What about the other one?
It keeps shouting, make them pay. Destroy every single one of them. And it won't stop getting louder.
That doesn't sound like you. Sure it ain't my voice in there.
Might be. It's a bit of a loudmouth.
There you go, then. So, when are we heading off?
Right now.
Perfect. Right then.
Yeah.
Look after yourselves, boys. As soon as this heals, I'll be right behind you. And then we will seize our destiny. Together. No! Huh? Oh.
It's all very well going after that metal-faced Mechon, but shouldn't we have some kind of plan?
How about checking out Colony 6?
Colony 6, the only other Homs colony left.
Colony 6 is on the way to Sword Valley, where there's supposed to be a Mechon base. If that's where they came from, maybe the people in Colony 6 saw something.
Good point. They might even know something about that metal-faced Mechon. So, we go past the Magmel ruins and up through Tephra Cave. Then we should arrive at the Bionis Knee.
Yeah, and if we can get to the knee, it ain't far to Colony 6, right?
Sounds like a plan. Let's head to Colony 6.
Yeah, that happened. I guess now is as good a time as any to talk about this. Xenoblade 1 is way darker than Xenoblade 2. Like, at its core, Xenoblade 2 is designed to be kind of lighter and sillier, but this game, ooh, it's got some pretty dark moments. Some really dark moments. But I like that. I like that. You can't have every story be kind of more on the silly shonen end of the spectrum. But anyway, before we end this episode off, we now have access to gem crafting. Blah 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 blah. All right, so gem crafting. The gem man. Was that his name? Whatever his name. Yeah, the gem man. He was talking earlier about how you can get ether crystals or ether gems in order to power up your abilities. Well, in order to make more of those, we have ether crystals, which we can pull either from enemies or we can use cylinders that we find in certain areas. So let's see. In order to, well, first off, so each ether crystal has one or more ability that they can potentially produce. And in order to start crafting an ether cylinder, you need to have enough of these ether crystals in order to add up to at least 100% for one of these abilities. So I want to see if I can pile on enough to make a strength up gem. You kind of want to avoid piling on too many effects because it'll not dilute the pool. It's not quite the word I'm looking for, but it'll come close to it. So let's see, that brought us up to 95. And I think this is the only way we can really go above that for strength up. Although, if we do this, we can get 97 in muscle up. Right? Then we're guaranteed a strength up gem, and have a pretty good chance of getting a muscle up as well. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. Now, you can also choose a shooter and an engineer. Basically, who you choose as a shooter and an engineer will determine who you end up, or what kind of crystals you end up getting. So with Shulk, you'll have a chance of getting into a fever more easily, and that's basically just where you get some extra bonus abilities or chances to craft ether gems. It's kind of hard to explain without showing you. Rhine will get you better qualities if you have a strong flame. Now, depending on who your engineer is, it'll determine just how often you have at getting certain kinds of flames. A gentle flame will boost every quality up by a small percent, a medium will boost a few of them by a larger percent, and a strong flame will boost one of them for a larger percent. So you can see there, Rhine has a big chance of getting strong flames, but not so great with medium or gentle, whereas Shulk is more all around. Let's see what we can do with Shulk as the shooter, Rhine as the engineer. By the way, you see there where we have the affinity link showing up and craft turns? The more your characters like each other, the more turns you have at crafting the ether gems. So let's try this.
I'm all over
I've
that.
got it!
Alrighty.
There we go!
Alrighty.
To me!
Awesome. To you.
There we go!
Yeah. Alright.
Nice one! Nice one!
Woo. Alrighty.
There we go!
Woo. Alrighty.
To me!
Woo. Alrighty.
There we go!
Woo. Alrighty.
There we go! Nice one! Thanks a lot!
I have no explanation for exactly what it is we heard, but yeah, there you go. That's what they do when they're crafting ether gems, I guess. Anyway, if you manage to get at least one or more of them above 100% strength, you get an ether gem, which is really, really nice. And if you don't quite fail to, or if you fail to do so, you can convert whatever is left into a cylinder. You only get one for now because we didn't really get any gentle flames, but the more gentle flames you get, generally speaking, the more you can convert gems into cylinders. So I want to convert this agility up into a cylinder. And we get a muscle up and strength up 1 gem out of that. They're not the strongest, but they're there. Now with the cylinders you convert, you can actually turn those into ether crystals of their own. So yeah, we can build up to 100% there. So let's try this again. We're not going to sit through the weird banter between the two. We're just going to speed things up a little bit here. No fever this time, but that's okay. We'll convert the strength up and be on our way. I don't think we can actually make anything else. I probably should have actually done ether. We don't actually have ether up, so yeah, we can't make anything more right now. But that's basically how ether crystals work. Now, you don't only get crystals out of enemies, you can also get them from deposits that are found all over the world. We haven't seen one yet, but we will in the relatively near future. But anyway, as you, well actually, in before that, elephant in the room, obviously. The Monado, hello, new weapon and all that. The Monado comes by default with 2 weapon slots, and it's something that I can talk about a little bit more in detail because it's fairly unique in terms of weapons in this game and in JRPGs, I guess, in general. You know, besides the phenomenal power and visions and arts. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. Basically, the Monado is the only weapon in the game that Shulk can equip. You can't buy weapons for Shulk ever. And the junk sword that he had earlier, that's gone forever. You can't get it back. Instead of just simply boosting his stats by a certain fixed amount, like most weapons would do, the Monado actually, and I might have to correct myself in post, but I believe it might either be the strength and ether stats or straight up the auto attack damage that scales to your level as you go along by a certain multiplier. I don't quite remember which it was. Future me will just have to post that up there. But yeah, so it's a nice way of balancing out the fact that Shulk can't actually use anything else. We'll go ahead and slap on some strength ups on Shulk. Maybe give him an agility up to go along with it for the added dodginess. Not a whole lot of bonuses there, but, you know, it's better than nothing. Let's see, with Rhine, I don't think we have middle armor that boosts his... that gets slots, but we can give him the 9 cap, you know, because it's 9 time. And we can give him the... do we have any... we have 2 muscle up gems, right? Yeah, we do. So we can give him the 9 cap and the 9 top, and give him muscle up gems to boost his defenses. I don't think might be worth it. I think I actually want to put this on Shulk, just in case. The HP up gem, anyway. So yeah, we'll be mix matching and min-maxing, I guess, those ether crystals as we move forward. But as you might be able to tell, based on the way I'm kind of wrapping things up and not really heading towards story progress, we've got more side quests to do. I generally won't be piling them on quite so close to each other. It's just this kind of awkward thing where we had a few that opened up to us before Tephra Cave, but then we also have more that are opening up to us now that the Mechon attack has occurred. There's not too many, don't worry. It's going to be a very short side quest episode in case you're wondering what's going to happen next. But yeah, we'll be handling that in the next episode, and then in the episode following that, which I don't know when that's going to be released, we'll be heading into Tephra Cave for real this time in order to continue on with our journey. See you guys then!